Molweni, dumelang, thobela, sanibona, absheng, nithini kaSivenda, ndimadekwane or ndimacheron. It's still the morning, but ndiyanibulisa nonke, bhotani bethunani, nguMadlamilo, uZizi, uMangxala, uThaka, uNcukathu, uLanga, intombi zamakhonjwa, ndithi ngalo mbuliso molweni bethunani. Sekulithuba noko unonkwenkwezi ke ngale mina namhlanje uthi makakhe asondele aze ngaphambili, nanjengoko ke nindivisa kamnandi xa nimane nindigubhulula nindikhangela, bethetha ukuthi ke noko iyavakala into endiyithethayo. Amava la wona sihambe siwacholachola minyaka ngeminyaka, ithi ke loo nto masabelane ngamava nabasakhangelayo. Yiloo nto ke silapha ngale mina namhlanje. Uyayiva ke ngoku? Ndingathi kuzawuba nzima ukhumsha. Today, my tongue is just not doing the things. It's not cooking the pots, for the English. But we'll try. But masoyisakala ke ningamangali. Uyayiva? What are we talking about today? Today, I'm bringing to you the subject of ukuthwasa, umoya womnguni nomndawu, ukuthwasa isiXhosa ungumZulu, okanye ukuthwasa isiZulu ungumXhosa. Basically, what I'm bringing to you is, let us talk about you finding yourself in a situation where you are engulfed by a spirit that is that actually does not belong to your tribe as you know it. For example, I am Xhosa, born and bred. Bred? No, I'm bred Zulu actually, because I was born in the Eastern Cape. At the age of 7 years, I then left to be raised in Durban, Mlas, N section. I went to high school in Verulam at Sacred Heart Secondary School, which is, in the heart of KwaZulu-Natal. So I can comfortably say I am bred in KwaZulu-Natal, but I am very much Xhosa. So my traditions and customs and culture are Xhosa. But now I'm bringing this subject to you because I have found myself in a predicament in the recent years, having twasad, some time back, having been initiated in isiXhosa, in Mnguni as well as Mndawu. I found myself a few years back, dealing with a situation that I used to shun upon, you understand, years before, where I would, enter into arguments with people who are Xhosa and would be initiated in ngesiZulu. I would laugh at you, like in your face. That was me then. See you as someone who is being misled, basically. You've been misled, you've been played. That was my impression back in the day. And to a point where, amabhayi la owabonayo, amahiya, I honestly used to think they were associated with isiZulu or amakhosi. Amakhosi, not in the Zulu meaning, yamakhosi, but in amongst our streets here in the Eastern Cape, amakhosi tina, it's spirits that you go and buy. Actually, you pay money for. We understand. Kuthiwa agayiwe. We understand. Ngumthi basically ogayiweyo owutyayo. Kuthiwe utye umgubo wamakhosi. Abanye bathi Abanye are proud actually to announce ukuthi no, mna ndinamakhosi akwaZulu, uyava, ndinamadebhe, ndinamabhaca, you understand. I've grown to learn ukuthi those spirits basically are spirits that you don't twasa for. Instead, ayagaywa njengoba nditsho, angumthi ogayiweyo, ngamakhubalo agayiweyo, mixed with bones, guys, different bones of different animals, and umthi lowo will then be put somewhere emangcwabeni, emathuneni, you understand, to capture spirits, you understand, which is why it is very important for us to take care of our own, take care of our blood. I usually say ukuthi, I get people who get so angry ukuthi, why is ubaba omncane evela kum, why engaveli ebantwaneni bakhe, you understand. Mna ndifuna ukhapha utatam, ndifuna usebenza utatam, you understand. But now kuthiwa andikwazi usebenza utatam because utata omdala, which is your father's eldest brother, was never appeased, zangasetyenzwe, you understand. And I get so many people literally like going mad at me, ukuthi, why do you even suggest? Do you know what that man did to us? Do you know? Do you know how much suffering we went through because of that man? Now I must cover that man and wisa him, before I even do it for my father. No, you understand? If we don't take care of our spirits, we leave them hanging because of disagreements, whilst they lived, they become victims, you understand. They become spirits that are then captured, you understand, Nje, to be used for different purposes, for different, sometimes evil ways. For example, it is so rife now to find people bethenga la makhubalo ndithi mna agayiwe, you understand. Like it's very rife in PE, Port Elizabeth, Etinach, maybe in Cape Town as well. There are people that freely offer this service of ukugayela amakhosi, and I don't understand ukuthi, I don't know if people they get informed, if they are educated enough before they ingest, you understand, ukuthi you are actually basically now taking in spirits you don't know. You don't know what they did on earth whilst they were alive. You don't know if they were murderers. You don't know if they were rapists. You understand? But you are willing to just take because kuthiwa ngamakhosi, So this video is not about amakhosi omgubo. It's a pity that I just had to, but I felt like I needed to explain that part because we're not in our parts of around the Eastern Cape as well as Eastern Cape and the Western Cape. You see them ngalamalaphu abomvu. You understand? So with the lack of knowledge that I had back then, I used to associate Amabai with Amakhosi. So when I would have dreams of Amabai, I used to think, wow, I don't want to be associated with you, Moyomobi Pumagim. That was my attitude. Until one day I woke up. No, I wasn't even sleeping. I think I've said this in one of the videos. Ngadabukelwa idlozi. Ladabuka idlozi. I was with my brothers, Ladabuka idlozi. Hey, you understand? They tried everything they thought possible. They could not, stop me. They had to call my mother. My mother came. She was like, how? Mina nisabona ukuthi lo muntu lona ngumndawu lo. Hayi mntana, akusokolisa le nto lena. Nithini kagogo, nisambele ngantoni? Oh, yini kodwa umntana. She was able to recognize the spirit because her sister, umakazi wami ke ngoku, had been initiated on Mnguni and Mndawu. Far away at Bushbuck Ridge in Mpumalanga, which is like very far from the Eastern Cape. So we saw how Magazi suffered, you understand, because of the spirit, you get me? So we feared the same for me. Hence, at that time, I think, unomvuma kufa esiXhoseni. Hence, then we felt the need to, for me to honor the spirit and just, do whatever that needed to be done. And I went to Twasa. When I got there, Mangajeko, remember, you don't even know what you should expect. You don't know how the spirit should be treated. Kwezi, it's dripping. Okay. No, you won't. You'll stand in a corner somewhere. You'll just turn it around. Yeah. Yeah, good. I'm back. She's naked. But naked. Oh, gosh. And then so I'm saying, we don't know. Most of us from, the Eastern Cape, especially, we don't know what to expect when it comes to being initiated in, Mnguni Nomndao. So I got there, I accepted, I gave myself over. I would do as you please. Bonani ukuthi nithini ngami. Ndize kanye Nkosi. This was me. Kwafika ke imini yoba kuthiwa ndizawugajekwa. Yeyi! Sibayintoni le nto yalo mgajeko. Anyways, kwagajekwa ke mntakatata. Ndithi, yeyi! Ndandingabilanga ndithe xhopho, ndingangcangcazeli. Yayingathi yibhokhwe yoxhelwa. Ndithi ke kuwe, heyi, waphuma utamkhulu wazichaza. Xa kubuzwa, thokoza gogo, sicela isibongo, sicela igama nesibongo. Hayi, watsho shem. Ndothuka nam because kaloku awubikho blank, you understand? You are 50% awake, 50% in trance, yabo? So you pretty much can see and tell what's going on, but you have no control. And uhamba nabani? He mentioned ukuthi he is with my father. And I'm like, okay, wow, all right, okay. And that was it. That was the last time utamkhulu spoke kwesasibhedlo. Ndadliswa ke intwaso kwakuhle ke. Kwavuka uMndawu, kwashayela uMndawu ke later on. Makushayela uMndawu, it didn't, azange asokolise naye, shem. Waza ngeenyembezi because zave sikuyaba izinyembezi, ndatsho isililwane. Umndawu is very royalty kinda, yabo? Royal vibes, you understand? Ngathi ngumuntu wasebukhosini. Ulilate, uziphatha kakuhle, akagxadazeli like uMnguni. uMnguni ufuna ukugida, uyagida, uyaxhensa, you understand? Ubona sekusenkundleni xa kugidwayo. uMnguni unamatshamba, uyabo? Usitsho isigubhu sakhona. Uyeva? Kuyafahlamelwa, zitsho ke impundu, zitsho, ziyajikeleza, zithi. Unxibe ke ngoku, unxibe isibhelana ke ngoku. Sithi, uyasibona mos, ezaa mpahla zamatshangane, sithi isibhelane, tshuphu, tshuphu, ndinika i-clue, uyabo? But I don't know how else, you understand? One of these days when ukhanya uzaba nayo I'll have what you call an editing tool. Ndizawukwazi ukuthi unifakele i-insert mane ndisithi jonga phaa, check that out. Come on, we're getting there soon. Mndawu, the spirit of Mndawu, when it shows up, like I was saying, it's royalty, you know. You queen vibes, princess vibes. So, yeah, if it was Mnguni, it's like, hey, yo, yay, 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 yo. Mndawu. Yeah, and then wakhuluma Mndawu, guys, wathetha only to say ungunjongwe mbirimbiri yena. Can you imagine? I am Nolukhanyo Buvula wasedikeni, yeva, ezantsi esisikayi kwangqika ndisela amanzi asetyhume, yayiva ke ngoku, phantsi kwentaba iHawksback ndidibana bukanene noNjongwe mbirimbiri, but wazitshola uNjongwe wathi ungunjongwe mbirimbiri. Now when I research, you know, waTechnosavvy kaloku, researched how oonjongwe bakhona apha kooZimbabwe mbirimbiri, ukhona kooZambia, uyabona, Malawi vibes, xa uyijonga le line. Now it makes sense to me when I do further research ukuthi we are actually Nguni. AmaXhosa, AmaZulu, AmaSwati, Ndebele, we are Nguni, ne? Ithi ke ngoku xa iphinde icakacwa le history, before we were Nguni, we came down, you understand? You must read Credo Mutwa's book, ethi Indaba My Children, or Indaba My Child, My Children, yeah. He, remember Credo, yena eyakhe research is not even from libraries and whatever, wathwetyulwa. Most of the stories he is telling in his books are information, it is information that he got from the time wayethwetyuliwe. He was captured by spirit, you understand, in order to be taught our history. Yeah, if history of Mapungubwe, you know, history of what is known today as Tanzania, Lake Tanganyika, Abanguni. There's also apparently the Ngoni nation, Abalozi. Apparently, Abalozi is also a nation, not just the whistling spirits. There's a nation, a tribe called Abalozi. That's what you get from that book. So now, when I figure out, okay, then the Belle actually traveled all the way, you know, from the top to the bottom, which is where we are now. You understand? We're at the foot of the Cape. So I am Nguni, having traveled all that way. It doesn't surprise me that my Mndawu spirit would be Njongwe Mbirimbiri. So spiritually, I may have traveled, you know, all the way from. You get me? And part of my dreams, you know, I always, once in a while, I get visited by a spaceship, you know. This spaceship will arrive in my dreams more than once, more than twice. It will arrive in my village at the back of my homestead. And then people, you know, like very dark, you know, men will come out wearing, do you call them kaftans? My friend, they'll come out wearing those, you understand? And sometimes they are just here to pray for me. Sometimes they are here to actually shout at me, you understand? Ngale language yabo, you understand? But I would somehow understand the language, you get me? So there is a relationship, you understand, between us and these spirits. So, you know, to look at people and and chastise them, you understand, for having to, answer their callings according to the spirits that have entered them. You understand? It is wrong. Now listen, remember I said utamkhulu as umnguni, utamkhulu ngumnguni wami. Azange aphinda phakame. Wathula wathi du emveni koko. Wadliswa intwaso ke anyway. So years later, years, when I say years later, I mean years later, he appears ukuthi eyami impande uzoyithola kwaZulu. I'm like, huh? I still need another mpande. And then a few years passed again, where now the dream was made a lot clearer. We understand ukuthi where kwaZulu. Why would utamkhulu want me to go to Zulu Natal to go idla impande yamaZulu? EbengumXhosa nje naye. And one of the dreams I had also in the past, kwathiwa ugqibile ke ngoku, kushota unqwambe uphothula. I'm like, yeah, me no knowing nqwamba phothula. Thina we mvuma kufa, we gqabaza, we look rice and we go home. Nwamba. I'm like, what the pook now is that? So I had to do more research now, because I knew, you understand, remember I grew up kwaZulu. I knew ukuthi kuyanqwanjwa, you understand, kwaZulu kuphothulwa. I'm like, okay, kahle kahle kwakunqwanjwa kanene kwenziwa ntoni? Uyayiva. But, and I remember there's a lady from, from our village. I used to laugh at her every time she would pass by. Ethwasa isiZulu sami, he sadlalwanga ngaye sana, yo. And now kwafuneka ndim ke ngoku lo ubheke phaa ndinqwambe ndiphothule ndibuye ukhubone. So all I'm trying to say, guys, is we don't choose which spirits will enter us. And you don't get to choose which of these spirits that have entered you, which one do you actually twasa for? If you really want, Zagoya wethu ugqiba kwam ndenza ividiyo apha. Ndim ndedwa apha endlini. Sorry, that's that's a neighbor wethu. I'll see her another time. And kaloku people don't understand when they see you just talking to a laptop. It's like, because she's been standing there almost as if I must just stop and now you get me. But we forgive. You don't know what you don't know. How is she supposed to know to say YouTube? Yeah, so let's proceed. So I was saying, you don't choose which spirits enter you, and you don't choose which ones you are going to transfer for. I have friends. Some of them have actually passed on, and I am beginning to believe now ukuthi it was due to inkani. I have two friends who refused ukuthwasa. You understand? Like much older than me. Most of my friends, trust me, are like 10, 12 years older than me, and I like it that way. So two of them, one passed on last year, as recently as last year. The first one, she said to me, no, she saw her father at Twasa at the age of 78 or something, but close to 80. It never did anything for him. He died anyway. And then she also saw her brother, waThwasa, and he died anyway after isiphuthumo sakhe. So as far as she's concerned, uThwasa brings nothing but, misery, poverty. Yena, she is not interested. Rather, she will, attend this, the church way. It's Thunya. I'd be like, but do you even have Thunya? Do you know if you do? She was like, no, they'll have to listen. This is me, look. I don't want to be good. So I'd rather be umthandazeli. And literally she refused. She got sick. Sick. Doctors could not help her. And she was as healthy as a horse when, before she got sick. The illness, just a month was too much. Maybe 2 weeks. You understand? And then masihlola, we found ukuthi no. Spirit had turned against her. The second one, yena bekangumthandazeli already, very successful. Doing very well. She was pretty well known in the streets of the Eastern Cape. People would come from as far as Umtata, sleep over, just to get her attention. And she was good at what she was doing. I won't lie. She was very good. Now she helped me with a few things. Uh, we became friends because I went there. At first, I was accompanying the first friend that passed on, and then I got to know her, and then we became friends, very close friends. And she did have ithongo likacamagu, but she, when you meet someone who just sees money, you understand, because she was making a lot of money, you understand. In a day she would be attending to not less than 20 people a day. 20 maybe is even an understatement, but she was doing well. So she met this man from Umtata Igqirha. He said to her, umkhulu nakunam wena. You are not even supposed to be ithwasa. You get me? I am just going to do, a few things for you because isihlwele sakho sesifuna ukubekwa enkundleni. She relayed this to me. I'm like, oh, okay. But then you don't wanna, I didn't wanna, how do I put it? Ndangafuna umtheza umoya, you understand, and say no, that's not how it's supposed to be done. They did everything yakwaXhosa in 1 week, less than 1 week, because those people arrived on a Saturday. Ne? They arrived on a Saturday. On the day that they arrived, you sleep over so that you connect with spirit saloms. You understand? Number 2, lo msebenzi awenzelwa nakokwabo, uzokwenzelwa apha sebenzela khona, which is not her home. She has her main home, we understand. Apha imisebenzi yakokwabo yenzelwa khona. Ithonga lakho uzalanda njani emqashweni? That was, misleading, number 1. Red flag number 1. 2, they arrive on the Saturday. On the very same Saturday, kwathuthwa kuyaphi emlanjeni, kuthiwa kuyowenziwa imfukamo kaMhlekazi. Now le mfukamo, it's very strange. Mfukamo yakhona akalaliswanga yedwa, you understand. She is not excluded from the crowd, not isolated. Yeva? Not laa nto kuthiwa yi-solitary confinement, uvalelwe wedwa. Namagqirha akhona apha, kwakhiwe ibhomo, bahleli bonke apha kuthiwa kuzofukanyiswa ugqirha. Ithini laa ngoma ithi into enizenzayo? From there kwabuywa the following day. Following day kwawiswa ibhokhwe kwathiwa imvuma kufa. Yeva, le bhokhwe iwa namhlanje, ityiwe namhlanje, ayilali. Uyayiva ke ngoku? Kuve xa kuthiwa one day tournament, yini ingathi kugxosha umshologu. Uyayiva? Ingathi ndigxotha ingozi. Ishwangusha. Intsonyama nomkhono same day. Yeva? Kwatshiswa amathambo, kwathuthwa, kubhekwa phi? Olwandle. Elwandle nakhona kwalalwa. Laa nto ibiyenziwe emlanjeni kwadityaniswa eli bhomo kwalalwa ndawoninye. Kwabuywa kwaziwa ekhayeni. Inkomo, u-sisters ebezawuthengela inkomo ngubhrother wakhe, cousin. So lo muntu ebemthembise ngenkomo akasaphumelelanga ke ngoku. Kwafuneka into yoba ke ngoku kuthiwa ke ngoku, no, it's not a problem. Umgoduso wona awuzujika. Yintoni umgoduso ngaphandle kwenkomo? Uzawuvela phi lo msila wale nkomo? Itshoba. Heyi, ndaqomba ndifuna uyibona ke le. Hayi, akufuneka ndiyibonile le. Ndixela uba mna kwawiswa ibhokhwe kuthiwa kutshayelelwa ibhokhwe yomgoduso. Zange ndayiva ibhokhwe itshayelelwa yenye ibhokhwe. Yhu! Yawiswa ibhokhwe kwathiwa yentshayelelo, yatyiwa namhlanje. Kwawiswa enye ibhokhwe ngengomso kwathiwa ke ngoku nantsi eyomgoduso. Ndixela uba mna kwaba yiloo nto ke, yayizezo bhokhwe ke sana zilandelelanayo, zingalaliyo ke phofu. Fine. Itshoba lona laza nomntu owayesuka eBhayi. Xa bayathengiswa phaa eBhayi. Lihle lirhaselwe kamandi. Yeva? Lihle. Iintsimbi zakhe phofu zi-red and white kodwa kuthiwa sigoduse isiXhosa. I'm not saying you can't have iintsimbi ezibomvu ezintsimbini zakho. But sose siba ngulo red and white qha. Yayimasikizi mani laa nto, iyakaza lakhe li-red and white qha, ayikho enye intsimbi. Uyayiva? Mhlawumbi nalapho it's my misconception, but ezi nkundla ubuzilalela senditsho uba okay ke azinazo iintsimbi zona. Uyayiva? But anyway, wanetshoba ke umhlekazi qamba, azi uba eli tshoba ayilo le nkomo ebiweyo na? Ayibiwanga le nkomo. Uzawuphatha itshoba lenkomo ongayaziyo? Honestly now, ayoyakokwenu, ayoyomthonyama le nkomo. Yini babhemi? Yini babhemi? Sesenidlalwa ngolo hlobo ke ngoku. Hayi, nathi kudlaliwe ngathi but ndithi ke anyway. Now what happens after? UMnguni noMndawu nawo ukhona kule nto, kwathiwa nawo unawo uMnguni noMndawu. Ikhona le nto, wafundiswa ukuxhentsa kwangalaa mini iyi-one, wanxityiswa amalaphu, wanxityiswa nje amalaphu, uyeva? Waqatywa imbola ebomvu, kwavaswa limhlophe, kwaqatywa le ibomvu. Kwathiwa ke ngoku uyigqibile indima. Xa ndibuza soyibe yimalini ke tshomi yonke le nto lena? Wabhatala laa tata phezu kwayo yonke le nto ayenzileyo. Inkomo yalaa tata yi-15,000. Ziye ke ezi bhokhwe uzithengileyo nezi ntywala bezithengwa. Uyayiva? I was like, okay. It didn't take a long time. Wafa mnyama man, umhle kutshomi, u-yellow bone. Icala elinye laba ngathi mnyama komuntu yabona umuntu ochaseayo alantuke yabo wamnyama kwelinye icala. Heyi, sathi sisajongeleyo ndatsho ke ndathi mna ngumlambo lo. Wageyina mani weight ngendlela efani, wanesisu esigamgam yabo. Umzimba lo ungathi xa ufaka inaliti kuthi phuma amanzi. Wadumba iinyawo zamnyama, mnyama tsu, uyeva? Zithe zaduma kwahanjwa koogqirha kwathiwa ngamabekelo kwathini. Phayi ziyabhidlika ke ngoku akasakwazi nonyathela, uyayiva? It was sad to watch. It was sad to watch. Kwade ke kwabe kuyamsuba ke ukufa. I'm not even telling this story. Well, I'm not saying the names, so it's not a matter of ukuthi ndihlekisa ngomntu, but I'm just highlighting ukuthi, you know, maybe your spirit wena is not as strong as komnye umntu, you understand? Eminye imimoya inenkani, eminye imimoya ikhohlakele, you understand? Xa beyifuna le nto bayayifuna ke qha. Komnye umntu you may have a calling but ingakudimandi ngolo hlobo, so asifanani. Hence, when you see me going to Mozambique, sukundifuna sufuna uyazi uba bendiyothini eMozambique. Uba ndifilishe into yoba ndizaya eMozambique uyolungisa ubomi bam, ndiyeke ndiye eMaputo bethunana. Uba ndifilishe into yoba mandikhe ndiye ngapha eHarare eZimbabwe, yeka mna, uyeva? And I've always said this, inyanga iyahamba, inyanga ayihlali ndawoninye, inyanga iyaphuma. Inyanga isucinga uba uzawunyangwe next door, just because umama se-next door ligqirha ucinga uba hayi ke mna sendiseyifu, uyayiva? Because these spirits, abantu abazi-understandayo, they are very far from us, uyayiva? Because bona this culture is still rife. Ikude kuthi thina maXhosa into yomndawo, ikude le. You understand? But ke sesikhona nathi, uyabo? Because siyafunda kaloku ngokuhamba, you understand, ngokuyithwasela le mimoya, you understand? So all I'm saying is uyayilungisa imimoya and uyakwazi uthwasa ugqibe, for example. Masithi uthwasile isiXhosa wagoduswa. Kuvele ke ngokweli thongo lomnguni nomndawo. Honestly, mna I don't believe ukuthi umuntu uthwasa kabini. More than once, uthwasile mos wangumkhwetha, uyeva? Waguqa wathini, waphaphatha, uyayiva? Awukwazi ke ngoku xa kuvela omnye umoya uphinde ke ngoku, hayi, mna ndiyala. Mna ndiphinde ndiyoguqa komnye umzi ubomi, notsho isithu sodaka, soze yenzeke leyo. But zikhona iinyanga, you'll find ukuthi you know, ezi nyanga izindala, yayibo, who actually know how to deal with the spirits. They don't even expect you to come and be ithwasa, you understand? When they see you, they see another inyanga. For that matter, you might find that you have something you may help that person with. You understand? They've always wanted, you know, to meet someone from the Eastern Cape. And here you are, you know, asking for help from them. So kube exchange. Maybe unethwasa lomXhosa and yena aka-understand ukuthi kushaywa baphi, you understand? So by you know, getting there, kuhlangane ukuthi hawu, yazi nami uzosala usungisiza la, you understand? Ubunyanga busebenza kanjalo, it's inner act exchange. We learn from each other. Ayikho inyanga that is successful in isolation. And ubunyanga bukho ku-social media, awuzufumana apha ku-YouTube. Subona mna ndithetha kakhulu ucinga uba mna ndiza kunyanga. Linda ithongo lakho. Sometimes ke ithongo liza ngendlela, you understand? But sikhona thina just to guide, to give guidance. Not to thwasisa, akuthwaswa apha kwa-YouTube nakwa-Instagram nakwa-Facebook. If that is your approach to ukuthwasa, uzawusokola. Inyanga ihamba uyofika endumbeni yayo esigodlweni sayo, so that you can even tell if they are fake or not. Fika pha ubone into yoba lo mntu exists, he actually has isigodlo, unabantu abathwasisayo, abathwasisileyo before baphi, benza ntoni. Uyeva? Are they successful? Does he have people he has produced? Hey, uyayiva? Bathini abantu bokuhlala kule ndawo? Don't figure today and leave tomorrow. Xa usiya enyangeni, you take time, take leave, babes. Uvale kwakho, uvale sakho isigodlo nje, ushiye nje abakhwetha babambe phaa naphaa, wena uhambe. And you don't have to announce. You do not announce xa uhamba iindlela zakho. We must not know ukuthi ngoku ulapha, ngoku so, uyayibo? Because kaloku asilingani ngokomoya ohlambulukileyo. Asihlambulukanga sonke. So all I'm saying is, let us understand ukuthi, mna I'm just talking to amaXhosa, amaZulu, amaNdebele, amaSwati. We are Nguni. And it should not be a surprise, we understand, to find one of us entered by spirits we don't understand, you understand, as per our culture. You understand? And let us accept ukuthi ubunyanga buyahanjelwa. You understand? Imagine the you know, the places that your spirit has traveled. It has come far to get to you. And then when ucinga uzamnyanga umbiri uhleli phansi. What I don't tell you ukuthi, I figured out ukuthi utamkhulu kanene wakhe ibali lithi ekuguleni kwakhe, when wayengumsebenzi eKapa, wagula wade wavelwa usizi ngumfo wakwaMhlaba uyalingana. Wathi lo mfo, hayi masambe, ndinayo indawo endicinga uba ungancedakala kuyo. He went. Isikhwama sakhe wabuya naso kwaMhlaba uyalingana, itasi yakhe. Ithi ke loo nto leyo, andiyazi uba wafika wenziwa ntoni phaa, I won't lie. But xa endibuyisela back, it means uyayazi yena. Who am I to question? I just want to be a great nyanga. You know, when you've accepted your calling, might as well go, you know, all the way. Why do you want to be a mediocre nyanga? Go big or go home. So ifunda le nto uye usuyazi ke once kube kanye ke qha kuthiwe unyange. Hayi wethu uyazama, hayi wethu uyabona kancinci. It's a journey. Kuthiwa uthwasa uze ubhubhe ufe. Alikho igqirha elazi yonke into. Likho. Thetha mna elimkantsha ubomvu elina-85 years. Asafunda, asothuka izinto ezintsha nawo. So who are we thina? So young, think ukuthi just from Facebook nje no YouTube sesazi konke. This is nothing. Lincinci le into. Phuma wena uyova, uhlale phantsi nenyange kuxoxwe. Uzawubuya namava. Guys, I think that's it for now. 44 minutes. I don't usually make them this long, but I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed dishing out the info. Again, I hope you take what will help you. You understand what I'm saying is not gospel truth. We are entered by different spirits, and we will get our help from different places. But I think what is important, the key here is we are Angelo Bunyanga. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. The more of you that are subscribed, the bigger the channel becomes. And continue to comment. I do respond to your comments, don't I? And like and share. Sharing also helps, guys. And that's it for now. Thank you very much. Till next time.